Hi, friends. For today's writing assignment, there's another reflection question. And this time, the question is asking you to write about what you learned about yourself this year. Yesterday's question had to do with what were three things you accomplished this year that you feel really proud of. This is a little different now. So, what did you learn about yourself this year? And underneath it, it says, think about yourself as a learner, a community member at school, and a friend. What kinds of things did you learn about yourself? Explain in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Remember, each paragraph should be a different idea or thought. So here are some ideas of how you can start your sentences. These are sentence starters. One thing I learned about myself in third grade this year is, now when you shift and you move on to your next thing that you've learned about yourself, another thing I learned about myself in third grade is, so just to kind of get you started, because it's really important that you use complete sentences, that you think about paragraphs, that you think about periods, that you think about also making sure you're using transition words. Another thing, that's a transition word. And making sure that, most importantly, that you're rereading your writing before you say it's finished. Okay, so please make sure you do that. Now, let's think about this question for a moment. Thinking about yourself as a learner, as a community member at school, and a friend, what are some things that you've learned about yourself? Let me help you. So in the classroom, let's think about the classroom when you were in the building, or even virtually when you're at in your home space. As a learner, what works best for you? What have you learned about yourself? Are you someone that works really well when you learned that you work really well when you're by yourself, right? In a quiet space? Do you feel like you've learned that, you know what? I don't really work by myself really well. That doesn't help me. What helps me is to get support from the teacher, a lot of one-on-one support from the teacher. That really seems to help me as a learner. Or talking it out, talking an idea out. These are just some examples. What did you learn about yourself as a learner? Okay. Are you someone that just keeps pushing yourself to, keep trying? If you don't get it the first time, you try again? Or did you find out, are you learning that, you know what, I try the first time and then I panic and then I don't know what to do and then I ask for help? And none of these are bad things. It's just really reflecting on ourselves to know who we are as learners, right? Another idea, as a community member at school, what did you learn about yourself as a community member at school? And that means not just in your classroom, but in other spaces too, right? Think about all the other spaces that you go and learn, that you are going to learn. It could be art and science and PE, walking down the hallway, right? Going to lunch. And even though those are not like particular classrooms, but we learn in all those moments, right? So think about all those parts of school that you've been in, and what did you learn about yourself? How are you in those situations? Okay. And then as a friend, what did you learn about yourself as a friend? Are you someone that has grown, that maybe you were initially not didn't know ways to solve a problem between a friend, or maybe you did and you helped somebody else? What have you learned about yourself in all these different areas? So think about that. Those are just some ideas. You may have other ideas where you have grown, and you have learned things about yourself. So please include that in your paragraphs. Really be detailed. Don't just write, one thing I've learned about myself this year in third grade is that I'm really good at math. That might have been something that may have been in second grade. If it's the same again this year, we're thinking about third grade. If that is something that you feel, then explain it in detail. How did you build on it? If you think you really got better at math, where did you get better in? Like, what did you get better in math? So really go in detail, okay? Don't just be very vague and general. Details are important. So enjoy writing and reflecting about yourself. We know that you've learned about yourself. We're interested in seeing what you have learned and what you're thinking. Have fun, and we'll see you later. Bye.